All right. There we go. Yeah. I gotta put this up. This is the annoying thing about this garage. I gotta prop this up with a thing because there's no motor, which kind of sucks. I'm like hiding it so it's like a big reveal. Cool. Here she is. There she is. I don't even know if you can see it really. The sun's kind of being weird. And let's see. Yeah, we got, I don't know what I think they're called like the 437s or something. These wheels that BMW did. Yeah, I think that's what they're named. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Got some carbon stuff. Got this wing I put on, and down here we got the little diffuser. It goes in there, and then just put on these tailpipes, which is, it's funny. It's an M thing, I think, but I say an M thing, but can I do this while I'm? No, I can't. But anyways, so this one's worn away for some reason. I don't really know why. I think I like her to, like, you see how there's right there the wear or whatever. It's not on this side though. And I think, oh, it just locked. It auto locks, which is nice. Something to do with how they, like, when you start it up, cold start, it only comes out of one side or some shit like that. I don't really know. 15% tint all around, I think, and something like that. I didn't get 5 because I didn't want to deal with that. Like, it's private enough. You know, I'm not doing anything crazy in the car, but you can't like really see him. If you really look during the day like this, you can, but in the sun or at night, you can't really see anything. I have these skirts on it too, but here's my thing. So I have the skirts on it, and I had a front lip, but what I did was I lowered it. I put on some sport springs. I literally looked up like lowest, I don't even know, the wind's probably fucking, lowest springs or whatever for it. And so, I mean, it really, especially on the front, it really is low. I can't directly fit a finger, but I think I was able to fit like 3 fingers almost straight on from factory or whatever. It was just too high. So I put it on, I think they're called EMD, Emmanuel Design, something like that. And then what I did was, with these wheels, a lot of them, I literally washed it yesterday and it's already got brake dust. It's a BMW thing too. It was something like, what's my train of thought here? It was an inch. It was almost an inch and a half lower on the front, and then almost a full inch on the back. But it was like there was so much space in the front, but the fitment is like really dope on the fronts and backs. I got Michelin. What are they again on the back? Michelin, whatever they are, but they're not like the Super Sports. They're the Michelin just all seasons. I didn't really want to go with Super Sports because this is my only car, and I didn't, like, I don't know, like, you can't drive in the rain and shit like that, so, and these are Generals up here, which the dealership just put on them. I would love to have Michelin's all around, but I've gone through 4 sets in the back in 1 year, and then these are the originals from last year, like, and they're fine. Like, they're not even close to being worn. So, rear-wheel drive things, I guess. Other than that stuff, we got the carbon wing mirrors. But my point was, because I lowered it, it's too low for a front lip. Plus, everybody has one, so I don't know. I kind of like the clean. I love the front bumpers on these F87s. Like, oh, just the way it like curves and the air vents and shit like that. It's dope. Other than that, stock, completely stock. It doesn't even have the whatever the sport exhaust that these come with. I thought about it for a second, but honestly, it's like $2,500, and then I don't have a shop, obviously, so I'd have to find somewhere to do that. And whatever. I know a guy that helped me with the springs, but a full exhaust is just a different story. So, go in. Look, I cut up this yoga mat because my garage is so skinny. The interior, sorry, I didn't really move that shit out of the way, but the interior, I love the interior of these cars. God, oh my God. Just look at that. I have that ghetto little Alcantara wrap on my steering wheel because the leather was so worn, and I haven't gotten around to getting a new steering wheel, so I just wrapped it in that and called it a day. But I love the black on black interiors. I don't like red interiors. I think on these cars, I don't like crazy colors. Obviously, it was white or black, and I chose white. But I don't, people call this like a fake M or whatever, but because the seats, but they're really comfortable. For kind of the one car solution. So I don't know. I like it. And then obviously I got some gifts back here for Christmas, but back seat's there. It's actually not that bad in there. It's just struggling to get in and out. Let's see what else. Oh, I don't think the shifter is obviously it's automatic, but I don't think that shifter is stock. But I bought it with it like that. But I love that it's the exposed carbon, matches the rest of the carbon in the cabin. Pretty cool. If we go in here, it's comfy. I love the dials in these F-Series cars. I love that it's, physical and not a digital, some bullshit like that. Love it. Pedals, I think these are metal, like ones you can get online or whatever. Let's see, anything else in here? No? Guess I'll just start it and we'll get a cold start. All right, here we go. Yeah. See, there it is. I was talking about earlier. Yup. This tone is just, oh my God. Like, I can't get enough of the exhaust in this thing. And the annoying thing is they're not all the way open. I just did this, that was a cold start, but I just put it in Sport Plus. The annoying thing is that you can't have the exhaust flaps all the way open all the time. But the closest you can get to it is in Sport Plus, where they're open, they're open, whatever. But if you go to any of the other modes, it's like not, which is fucking annoying. But shit. It's probably not a good thing I'm not gonna rev it, but. Oh my gosh. Just the best sound ever, honestly. Let's see. All right, well, I guess we'll just go. And I'll talk about the other shit that nobody really wants to hear, but I'm gonna do it anyways. He's getting out of my garage. There we go. What else? Let's see. Didn't really make an agenda or anything, obviously. People fucking give this car shit. I say people, but it's kind of just, I don't really know who says this stuff, like about this car, like calling it a fake M or whatever. Because every BMW you meet, I go to, I'm in this group. Nobody really has ever like given me shit or something, or been like, get that fake M out of here, or whatever. People like it. I always like it. Let's see. There's a guy walking his dog. and the dog's pooping. Let's see, what else? Oh, hang on, you know what I can do? There we go. This might be better. Yeah, the only people who kind of give it, shit are people who don't drive these cars, I guess. But yeah, I mean, people say because it doesn't have an S motor, it's not a real M or whatever, because it's a single turbo motor or whatever, it's an N55, whatever. But I think that, it is what it is, and the comp has the S. I haven't driven a comp. Whenever I bought this, it was between this and the, what is it called? F82 M4, like a 2015, 2016, and I test drove 2 M4s that day, and then I had 2 appointments to drive this, but I drove both those M4s, and I liked them. They were fast as fuck, but honestly, I'm gonna get shit for this probably, but I don't know. Nobody watches this shit anyway, but they kind of drove big. Like, they drove big. And then I only realized that when I got in this thing. And, I mean, it felt like perfect. Like, it felt like I was running in the road, like, with this car. So, I loved it, and I bought it. I had 2 appointments that day. I drove this one, and then I had one to drive a black one, and I saw this one in person, and I was like, yeah, the white's for me. Because you can see all the curves and stuff in the sunlight. Really, really nice. But yeah, they drove big and heavy, and I got in this, and this was just like everything. I mean, it was short and small. I guess I'm a small car guy, I guess, because I love this. And then I've never owned a manual, so I was like, I'm not gonna start now with this car. So but yeah, and the sound, oh my god, the sound of this car it beat the M4s that I drove for sure. But it was good stuff. Damn, I was watching the phone screen because I got a notification. The sound, and it's not like it's slow. I mean, it's the slowest M2 you can get. Well, I guess the slowest would be the manual, but it's the slowest M2 variant you can get. But I mean, it's still 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat with the DCT. And the DCT is just like the great transmission. And the funny thing is that this car, at least when it's in Sport Plus, the transmission is so aggressive. Like, this car just always wants you to go. Like, it'll hold the revs at like 4,000, 4,500, like when I'm driving normally in sport mode, but it'll like literally like hold the revs if I'm whatever, and I'll have to manually shift. But I'm pretty much always in sport mode, because what's the point in driving if you're not in sport mode, these cars. But yeah, let's see if it'll do it here. If I'm driving normally, like, those cars are passing me, but like, yeah, it's holding it right there. It held it at almost 5,000 right there, but that car is ahead of me. Like, it wasn't like getting on it. So just an aggressive gear ratio. I don't really know if that's the right term, even gear ratio, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty cool. No sunroof on this one. I think it's an option. I don't know. This car had like 3 options you could get, and it's like the executive package, which this has, maybe a sunroof, and then the performance exhaust, and the M drivers thing, which this had, but I think it's only that track day thing, which is whatever. Too late to use it now. But yeah, that day when I bought it, it was funny because like the M4s, I bought it a horrible time. Obviously, summer of 23, the car market was like really bad. So I think when I bought it, I paid it was like 43 or something, like, which is crazy for how many miles this thing had. In the market today, with the same miles I bought it for, it probably would be like 35 or something like that. I just bought it at a really bad time. But the M4s, because there's just a lot more of M4s and M3s around, and M3s hold their value crazy, but the M4s were like really cheap at that time. So they were like in the 35s, 37s. But this was 43. But I was like, I mean, I'm not going to get the car that I don't want, you know? So that was cool. I got it. But it was literally like if I waited like 6 months, like they were back down to like, you know, the high 30s, and now they're in the mid 30s again. But I mean, I think bang for your buck, this is probably the best car you can get in the $30,000 range right now. And you can get them low mileage. So I always recommend it. I'm not an all-wheel drive guy. It's funny. I was saving up for I think it's a Focus RS or whatever, maybe the ST even. I forget which one I was saving for originally. And then my dad got his F10 M5, and oh my god, like I drove that once, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get an M car. And then it was the game of like which one I wanted to get. The road noise is loud in this one, but I don't really care because I'm younger, I guess. I'm 22, so I don't really give a fuck about that kind of thing. Yeah, so I love it. Let's see, anything else? I didn't really plan this shit. I don't really know why I'm making this. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It looks sick. I think with it lowered like this, it's perfect. Like it. These cars sit pretty high up from factory, not as high as the new G's, like the G series, like the new M2, like fucking, it's like literally a monster truck. Like you gotta lower that shit. And it makes it hard to drive, but I'm younger, so I don't really care. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I like it, man. Trying to think of anything else. Plus, you never see them. I mean, I'm in the Dallas area, and I go to all the meets around here, you know, a decent amount of them, not a lot, but like a couple a month. And I never see OG M2s. I even went to I think it's called like Beamer Fest or something here. Give you a little pull right here. Well, I did a pull, but then I realized I showed my plate, so I didn't actually do a pull. I didn't. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I like it a lot. It's quick. I was trying to show that it's fast. But anyways, I think after this, I'm trying to decide if I want to get a 4-door or something. I'm going to keep this for a couple years because I love it. And I'm a warranty boy. I don't know. People always ask like what I've done to it or whatever, but like I said, it's my only car, and I don't want to fucking. I don't want to sit. Like I don't. How do I word this? I don't want to just fuck around while my car is in the shop waiting for me to be able to afford to fix it, because these cars are expensive to fix. So I got a $0 deductible extended warranty, and it's pretty fucking nice because you can't see it right now, but there's a BMW right there, and I just drop it off. I schedule an appointment, drop it off, and get a rental car, and it cost me $0. Granted, I haven't had to use it. That's the other thing I was going to say. People, say BMW reliability, but I mean, I think that's just a running joke, obviously. But in all seriousness, I've driven this thing. I drove it 20,000 miles in 1 year, and check engine light hadn't come on once. Never. Knock on wood, obviously. Yeah, it's never come on. Don't have any issues. My stepmom had. Oh shit. My stepmom had she was always a Mercedes girl, and then it broke too many times, and she was like, fuck this, I'm gonna go get a Beamer. So she got her Beamer, and yeah, she loves it. And hasn't gone back since to Mercedes. So now we all have BMWs. We love them. That's kind of it. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Trying to think of anything else. Maybe I'll make another one, maybe I won't. I don't know. I was just kind of bored today, and I was like, I'll make this video that nobody's gonna watch. Sorry, this guy's like in my blind spot. Fuck off. But yeah, that's probably it today. I don't know. I'm not gonna like do a fucking outro, tell you to subscribe or some bullshit. I don't care. I think that guy was mad at me. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. So later, I guess.